What's up guys, Mr. SLIN with another video about Team Fortress 2. Today I want to talk to you about why I decided to main Medic. I know a lot of you guys out there are looking out at different classes, deciding what you want to main. And for those of you who are looking at Medic, I want to give you some reasons as to why you might want to main Medic as your primary class, but also some reasons as to why you might not want to main Medic, because let's be honest, Medic isn't a class for everybody. So I want to make sure that you understand both the pros and the cons. Now, if you like this kind of video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Team Fortress 2 content. I'm making videos regularly throughout the week and would love to see you on the next video. So with all that said, let's get into it. So a little bit of backstory about me. I've actually been maining Medic for a long time and maining Medic for most of my competitive career. I have 1,600 hours on Medic, which makes it the class that I've played the most out of any other class. My second best class is probably Scout, and my third best class is Soldier. When I first started playing though, I was actually a spy main. And I think a lot of people start out as spy mains because it's really easy to just cloak, decloak, and go for one kill. But as I got better and better at the game, I realized that I need to pick one of those 4 competitive classes if I wanted to play in 6v6. And I naturally gravitated towards Scout because I didn't need to learn complex mechanics like how to rocket jump or how to sticky jump and do rollouts and that kind of thing. But even when I was playing Scout and I was getting better at Scout, it wasn't really what I wanted to play deep down. Deep down, I knew that I was playing Scout because it was the easiest to start with, but I knew that it wasn't the class that I was like feeling really excited about logging in to playing every single day. So as I got more and more experience with competitive TF2, I started picking up Medic, and it took me some time to get confident with Medic because you need to understand what everyone else is doing around you in order to play very well. Everyone who plays Medic knows that it's very heavily reliant on your teammates. So if you have good teammates, you're having a really good time, almost like you're getting carried and you're just kind of chilling back, healing everybody. And if you have bad teammates, it's like miserable trying to like get your teammates to do what you want them to do, or maybe they're not protecting you and you're dying a lot. So it's one of those classes where it makes or breaks the experience if you have good teammates. I think me personally, I've never been the kind of player who needs the limelight. I've never been the kind of person who needs to be the star of the show. And I think that's kind of what I like about playing Medic is, you know, I don't need to be that person getting fancy air shots and top fragging and top damaging or whatever it is. And everyone's like, oh, that's the guy, that's the best person. I like kind of chilling back and seeing my team really do well. I love winning. I love winning. But I don't have to be the one that is the primary reason why we won. I just want to be part of the team and like part of the team victory in that sense. So with all that said, here are 3 reasons why I played Medic and why you might want to play Medic as your main. The first reason is if you enjoy playing support classes in video games. Me, I have a heavy background in MMORPGs, and whenever I play MMOs, I tend to gravitate towards healing classes, towards support classes, and I really enjoy healing in general. And I think Medic is one of the most fun healing mechanics in any game, period. It's fast, it's dynamic, you're healing everybody, there's a lot to be doing, and there's just so much efficiency to be gained. That's one of the things I really enjoy as a Medic is like spinning all these different plates as like a plate spinner, is multitasking, understanding heal orders, trying to find the right people to heal at the right moments, and all on top of all those things, you got to positioning yourself properly so that you don't die, and there's a lot to worry about. So I love that as Medic. The second reason why you'd play Medic is if you enjoy team play, and if you enjoy pairing up with other people to help them succeed or to work together as a team in order to succeed. So in a lot of different games, I'm thinking like League of Legends, for example, you could be playing jungler, which is kind of like by yourself, or top lane, which is by yourself. But when I play League of Legends, I like to play bottom lane because I'm duoed up with either a carry or a support. And I like the same thing in TF2. Sure, I could be playing as a roaming soldier and just jump around the map on my own and do my own thing and make my own individual plays. But I really enjoy being in the thick of everything with the core of the team, helping everyone to succeed. And so having that team play, that component where I'm working with other people to succeed is really, really fun for me. One thing about team play in a lot of games is that a lot of times you have like a support class and like a tank class, and I think people will gravitate towards one or the other. Tank class is kind of hard. Like I'm thinking like a pocket soldier or like a pocket heavy. You are leading the charge, you are taking all the health, and you're making a lot of the calls for your team. And I remember when I was first starting out that I wasn't feeling so confident in doing that I was happy with someone else taking the lead, and I could just kind of like watch them from afar, or like watch or chill back and watch them while I'm healing. And I didn't have to, it wasn't so much pressure on me to make those calls, to make those decisions. And like I didn't want to be in that position where like if we made a decision and we screwed up, then we all lost and it was because of me. So there's like that's a position where there's a big swing. If you like make a good call and it succeeds, everyone's like, oh wow, you're awesome. But if you make a bad call and it fails, then it's like, oh, it's all your fault. So there's just a lot of pressure being in that tank position. And so I like being in the healer position where there's not so much pressure, and there's also not so much upside if you win either. So it's kind of a balance in which one you want to be in. The third reason that I think a lot of people play medic is because someone's got to do it. And I know this is not always the best reason to play medic, but it's definitely a reason why a lot of people play medic. I think a lot of people get started playing TF2 and they don't pick medic right off the bat. They play something else. And when you're playing, you realize that on your team, no one's playing medic. And you want to win and you want your team to win, and you're just that kind of person who's a team player, and you're like, you know what, someone's got to play medic, I guess it'll be me. And I've played medic many times just for that reason alone, not because I wanted to or because I was particularly good at it, but just because no one else was playing medic and someone needed to do that role. I'm happy to fill in that role because I'm willing to be flexible, and I just hop in there and do that, and it just takes the pressure off of everyone else who feels like they really don't want to play medic. And then as I played more and more of medic, it just so happens that I started to enjoy it and get really good at it, and then I just ended up doing that full time. So be careful if you're that kind of person filling in, you might end up playing medic full time. All right, so reasons why you would not want to play medic. First of all, if you're feeling that kind of like trigger finger or that itch to do damage, like medic is just not going to be for everybody. And if you're the kind of person who needs to be actively doing damage in order to have fun and getting kills, then you should be playing a different class. I mean, medic is going to be a class where you should not be playing battle medic. You should not be running around doing damage. You should be supporting other people. And so I think a lot of people get bored doing that, where they're just kind of sitting back and healing, and they're wishing that they were doing more, being more active, being on the front lines. And that's totally within your rights, totally your preference. And if you want to do that kind of thing, then medic is not for you. The second reason why you might not want to play medic is because you're heavily reliant on your teammates. And I talked a little bit about this earlier. If you have good teammates, it makes it easier to go medic, because ideally, if I were to decide, for example, on a 6v6 team, which player on my team should be the worst player, sometimes I would argue that medic should be your weakest player, in a sense that it's easier for the medic to follow along with everyone else than it is to have like medic as your best player, where it's kind of hard to be a backseat driver. You know that feeling sometimes when you're following someone, but you're better than them in the sense that you have more game sense, or you have more knowledge about what to do next, and they're a little bit clueless. And that can put yourself in a difficult position as a medic main, or just as a medic player. You're just feeling like, I really want this person to do this, and this. They could be moving faster, they could be doing better, and it stresses you out that you're in the back seat without the steering wheel. And so a lot of times when I'm playing in lower level games, I'll feel more comfortable playing on a damage dealing class because I have better game sense and I won't feel as stressed out playing medic. So if I'm playing with better players, I'll feel better about playing medic. But if I'm playing with worse players, I might decide to play a different class. And the last reason you might not want to play medic is because you don't like being defenseless. Like I mentioned before, medic is heavily reliant on teammates. So you're going to be following your teammates around all the time, and you cannot be by yourself. And a lot of times, if someone jumps you or spies on you, you can't do anything to defend yourself. And that can make you feel very helpless and very unsafe. And if you don't like that, it's going to really stress you out. If that's a problem for you, then you might not want to play medic, because as a medic main, if someone jumps on top of me, the first thing I'm going to do is run to my teammate and ask them for help, because there's nothing I can really do to kill the person who's jumped me. So you got to be always paired up with someone else, always waiting for your teammates to help you out. And I think that's part of the pros and the cons of it. Like I said, I really enjoy being surrounded by my teammates and all of us doing something together to win. But if you're by yourself, that is not a lot of fun as a medic mate. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. What are some of the reasons why you play medic? What are some of the reasons why you don't play medic? And what advice do you have for new players that are coming to the game that are choosing their main class? And hopefully we can have a good discussion in the comments down below. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.